Come on in year 5. Today we're going to start a new writing unit. If you look at the picture on the back there, you might actually recognise this story. We're going to be writing a story about the opening scenes of the movie Moana. It's a really good story, one of my favourite films. That's why I've chosen it. And hopefully some of you will know a little bit about it already. So, the first thing you need to do is you need to watch the opening scene of Moana. The part where the grandma tells the folk tale about the heart of Te Fiti. Now, what I've done is at the top of the slide, I have included a link. I'm going to post it on Class Dojo and send it in an email as well. Or you can type it in yourself. So the first thing I need you to do is to pause this video and watch this story. So pause this video now and watch this story. I'll give you a few seconds to do that. Okay, now we've watched that, we're going to look at a story map of the video that you've watched. Hopefully, like I say, some of you may have an idea about this story already. If you do, great. If you don't worry, because we're going to look at it in some detail over the next 10 lessons. So, what I've done is I've collected screenshots from the video, and I'm going to write a short synopsis about each one. A synopsis is like a summary where I shorten it down into a few words, the main points, then together we can expand upon these. So, the first scene, the first key event is that Te Fiti emerged from the ocean. The second key event is that she used her heart to create the islands. The third key event is that many beasts tried to steal her power. The fourth key event is that Maui travelled across the ocean. The fifth is that Maui stole the heart. The sixth is that the darkness began to spread after he stole her heart. The seventh is that Maui escaped the island. The eighth is that Takar emerged to steal her heart, so the demon of earth and fire. The ninth is that Maui and Takar battled. And the 10th, sorry, it's been blocked off by my head apparently. The 10th is that the heart of the ocean and Maui's fishhook were lost in the ocean. So, we're going to focus on this first key event today. Te Fiti emerged from the ocean. What I've done is I've just condensed these into some simpler pictures to follow. So they're a little bit easier to see and a little bit easier to follow. So still we're going to be focusing on the first key event. Now you'll notice what we're going to be doing now for English is a lot more similar to what we would have done in class. We're going to be doing the inspirations page and we're going to be doing the sentence stacking like normal. So to start us off, I would like us all to make our page look like this. So you're all given orange books to go home with. You might also be using a notepad of your own. Either is fine, as long as you've got a double page spread. What I mean by a double page spread is 2 clean pages right next to one another. And on one of the pages, on the first page, on the left, I want you to split it into 3 sections. This is going to be our inspirations page that you used to do in class. And on the second page, we're going to leave this blank. This is going to be for our writing ones that we're going to use our inspirations page for. So, we're going to start with planning paragraph 1. Now, I've got a picture of Te Fiti here from the movie, and we're going to create some similes to describe the different features of Te Fiti. Now, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be looking a lot about similes because we're going to be writing a character description using similes. So just to remind you that a simile can use one of 3 words. It can use like, as, or than, more than, or less than. Normally like or as though, than, as though, so we're going to focus on those 2 today. So, the first thing we'd like us to do is to think of some similes regarding Te Fiti's hair. Her hair was like. So I'm going to come up with some ideas. Now you can magpie these for your inspirations page, or you can create your own. So I've said, her hair was like an emerald waterfall. Her hair was like a jungle of wonder. Her hair was like a garden of luxury. Her hair was like an ocean of flowers. I want you to pause the video and write down some similes to describe a hair. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make some similes regarding her eyes. So I'm going to show you some of my examples again. Her eyes were like shining pearls. Her eyes were like the morning sun. Her eyes were like the twilight moon. Her eyes were like a glowing gem. Her eyes were like an enchanted crystal. Now remember what we've looked at in class about characterisation. Te Fiti is a beautiful, good goddess, so we need to reflect that. We don't want to do anything that makes her sound scary or brutal or ugly. You need to pause the video, come up with some ideas for similes about her eyes. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use that other word than, and we're going to say her face was more beautiful than. So we need to come up with some ideas of things that are beautiful. Her face was more beautiful than an emerald waterfall. Her face was more beautiful than a jungle of wonder. Her face was more beautiful than a garden of luxury. Her face was more beautiful than an ocean of flowers. And you can notice I've actually just magpied some of the similes I've already created. You can come up with some different ones. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at paragraph 2. I want us to think about how powerful Te Fiti is. So, when she does something, what can she start or stop? She's got a power over nature, so I'm going to show you some of my ideas. Birds quietened their chirping. The waves stopped beating. The wind stopped its dance. The waterfalls slowed to a trickle. What powerful things could Te Fiti do that would affect nature? I want you to pause the video and come up with some ideas now. Okay, now we've done that, we're going to have a look at paragraph 3 and we're going to plan that. So, I want us to think about Te Fiti's heart, and you can see this picture up in the corner and it's glowing. So I want us to compare the glow of Te Fiti's heart. So I've come up with some ideas. It glowed like a million sunrises, 1,000 fireflies, a flickering candlelight, the full moon in the ashen sky. I want you to pause the videos and come up with some ideas of your own. There's some pictures there to help you, but you might have some ideas of your own. Okay, what you should have now is a full inspirations page that looks a bit like my page on the left. Now, just like always, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write 3 paragraphs of text. And I'm going to use some of my ideas from the inspirations page. Okay, so I'm going to write the first paragraph. In the beginning, there was only ocean until the mother island emerged. Te Fiti. Emerging from the water, her hair fell like an emerald waterfall. Her eyes shone like pearls, and her face was more beautiful than the coral reef. So you can see what I've done there is I've magpied those ideas directly from my inspirations page. I've actually come up with a new idea about the coral reef, bringing it back to that symbolism of the ocean where she's just come from. Now, just like always, like we were doing in English lesson, if you want, you can completely copy all of my things I've written in black. You can copy them, but you don't have to. You can change them and make them better. What you have got to change though is the bits in colour. So the red bit, the orange bit and the green bit. I want you to pause the video, give yourself about 5 or 10 minutes and write the first paragraph and then come back to this video. Pause the video now. Okay, now we're going to write paragraph 2. So again, I'm going to write it out. You can copy all of the black bits if you want or change them, but you must change the coloured bits. So I've said, opening her eyes, comma, the sun rose and birds joined in joyous morning song, full stop. Her smile widened and the waves stopped beating, comma, and the ocean became still, full stop. So you can see there, what I've done is I've used 2 examples from my inspirations page of things that might show that she's powerful over nature. Pause the video, write paragraph 2 now. Pause the video and write paragraph 2. Okay, final paragraph, paragraph 3. It says paragraph 2 on my inspirations page. That's just my mistake, I'm afraid. Her heart glowed like a million sunrises, and her power swirled in an almighty whirlpool of love. She swayed her hands gently and got ready to do her mysterious magic, I think it said. I need to get used to the fact that my head's going to be in the way of some of the writing, I'm afraid. So just like before, I would like you to copy the black bits if you want, or change them, but you must change the coloured bit. In a moment, you're going to pause the video, then that's the end of the lesson. What you need to do is make sure you've got three paragraphs. When you've got the 3 paragraphs, I want you to take a photograph of your work and send it to me on Class Dojo. For every photo, I will give you 5 dojos. Okay, so you need to send me a photograph of 3 paragraphs. If you've only written 1 paragraph, I'm not going to give you the dojos. I need 3 paragraphs to show that you've done the work. Thank you for learning with me today. Good luck with your work, and I'll look forward to seeing what you write. Bye!